now, property appraisers are gearing up for possible big changes to the state's property tax codes.
West Show's David Jones was the only reporter to sit down with Lake County's property appraiser to talk about November's ballot amendment to reduce property taxes.
And I'm all about any kind of reduction like that.
Mark Jordan is the Lake County property appraiser. He says his office is ready should voters decide to move the homestead exemption from $50,000 to $150,000 and $250,000 by 2028.
Ratio or the proportion of a $50,000 exemption compared to what a house used to cost in Lake County in the state of Florida, which were very comparable averages. You look at these new exemptions that are going to be on the referendum, it's pretty close.
Of the county's general fund, more than 66% comes from ad valorem taxes, like those we're talking about. Total budget, $331 million. Those make up around $219 million. Nearly 60% of Lake County's general funds go to constitutional offices, like the sheriff's office, as shown in this chart. About 26% is spent by the county. Everything from code enforcement, parks and trails, libraries, animal services, and more.
Local governments will have to be in a position to make those tough decisions.
There are several areas where counties and cities would be directed by Tallahassee to spend whatever's left in the pot after the exemption would increase.
This is why the governor's been talking about creating a trust fund, why he believes that we're going to have to backfill cities and counties.
Former Republican lawmaker Jeff Brandes now heads up the Florida Policy Project. He notes the trust fund touted by the governor was not in the finalized proposal.
Counties and cities, well, some of them will have to rely on Tallahassee to fund core services. It's not like government's going to radically cost 20% less next year. No, they're still going to have many of the same cost structures. Is there fraud, waste, and abuse? Sure. Is it 25% of their budget? No.
Covering Lake County, David Jones, WESH 2 News.